Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to mine and Stan Imal's Pro Physique Training Tips little video series. Back here at the world famous Gold's Gym in Venice, California. And we've been training back today.
Yeah.
Focus being on width and competition.
Yeah, competition.
So kind of more of that shape, big wide back, tapering down, and I guess today's focus was more on the mid inner section of the back.
We went also upper back, more on the, we did a bit of everything.
So
actually,
really for that competition when we're on stage, I mean you've got your show coming up next, so
in
kind
December,
of building back into the kind of the cutting phase on that. I mean, this is your off-season physique, then man, you're going to bring an awesome package.
That's what I'm aiming for.
All right, let's get started on the first exercise. One of my favorites.
Yeah, the pull-ups.
Yeah, it's a great warm-up.
Oh yeah.
Full stretch, hard to cheat on, and when you're fresh, you can really squeeze the back up at the top. It's a good stretch at the bottom too, so it kind of awakens all of those muscle fibers.
Yeah, totally. It's a basic exercise. You want to keep that one in your basic back exercise. It's always good to do. It gets you that width, and I like to use also the delisted counterweight machine for that too, so you can really slow down.
We're talking about that too. Especially, I guess you can throw that in towards the end of a workout too, and help assist.
Yeah, exactly.
Talking about assisted reps. Well, first of all, we did a few variations. So we did a wide overhand grip.
Yeah, and then inside, and then the underhand.
So really just hit every angle, every muscle kind of spectrum within the back. And assisted, we started to fail towards the end.
Yeah.
It gets hard.
Yeah.
Like, we were aiming for 10 reps. 3 sets in, you start to fail by the third set, 7th or 8th rep. So a great little tip is to just have your training partner or anyone in the gym just give a light spot on the heels, not really on the knees to push them up. Well, I guess you could do on the back, but
you can do on the back, you can do on the hips, but just a slight head. You don't need so.
I'm glad you didn't do it on the hips. I'm glad we did it on the heels. But just to warm up there, we don't need to reach absolute failure. And then we moved on to our first working set.
Yeah,
we did the seated.
Cable seated.
Okay, seated cable row.
We did overhand one.
Well, I noticed with your overhand too, you really like to put the thumbs over the bar.
Yeah.
I like to wrap my thumbs under.
Yeah. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, well, forearms are the reason. I got to work on my grip a lot more.
Yeah.
I got to build out my forearms, to match more of the upper body. So I'm always locking my thumbs under. I get a stronger grip. I can squeeze more.
Yeah.
May not be able to feel it more on the back, but I'll start to use lifting wraps when that happens. But it's just a preference for me. So seated row. Tell me about the dumbbell. Using that in the exercise.
Just to try to change the angle. The theme of our series also all the variations. Right. So just putting that dumbbell up, sit you up higher. So you get
it's like a good angle. 12 inches higher.
Yeah.
And that angle really plays a lot in how the muscle is involved.
Yeah.
I mean, you raise yourself up 12 inches, it's going to work more of the inner part of the back.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we were talking about within this series is we train at Gold's Gym. Yeah. Like literally, in my opinion, the best gym in the world. I'm sure there's other people that have an idea of what their best gym is, but
everybody wants to come here.
There's so much variation and exercise equipment in here that we're literally spoiled for choice. So often it's easy to show an exercise and people watching may not have access to this machine or even have seen it before. So we're trying to stick with more of the basic exercises, basic movements, a Smith machine, barbell, dumbbells, basic machines that you can vary up, change the angle, the height, the grip, all of these different changes that you can make that will affect how the muscle is involved. So using the dumbbell, raise the height up. The hardest part for me, Stan, was when we were leaning forwards and it's that stretch downwards to pull back up and then squeeze the back. Little pointers that you're shouting out too, like stand tall.
Yeah, stay tall.
Shoulders back, bring that chest up. I mean, the focus on that muscle, so much greater.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a benefit of using a partner as well.
Oh yeah.
They should help assist, but also motivate you, encourage you, and then keep an eye on your physique.
It's not only about helping moving the weight, it's useful to help doing a few extra reps.
Yeah. Those extra few reps really make a difference.
Yeah, of course, but also making sure all the reps before that they keep using the best form, and maybe you're just in doing the movement and you don't realize you're getting tired. You're shortening the range of motion. You're starting to lose lose the form a little bit. So you having your partner like to
instead of them being on their phone.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're training with a partner or you are the partner, participate in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like keep an eye on their form. If they're training back, don't just stand there until they start to fail.
Yeah.
Stand there and watch their back muscles.
Exactly.
Do they need to bring their shoulders back? Raise their chest up? Are they slouching?
Yeah.
Those pointers really do make a big difference.
And that's useful for you too, because when you see the other one, how the muscle in the back work, doing an exercise, when you're doing the exercise, you have that picture in mind that you just saw, and then when you're doing it, like it's better to connect to the muscle.
Now I know why you wear these stringer vests, and I have to end up with a hair tie on my tank top. But no, that's a great point. That's a good exercise. Really warmed us up, and then we moved on to another variation with the Smith machine.
Smith machine, one arm row, just to change from like the dumbbell. You really like stay parallel to the floor, and you get that good stretch and like that really good squeeze at the top.
Yep.
And that gets you a good thickness just next to the column, like that thickness from the.
It's like where the bottom part of the wings, the lower section of the wings. So that Christmas tree as well.
Mm-hmm.